So guys, you saw us install a diffuser last night. Now we get to install the delete for the center vent and radio. So we need to get the vent out and get the brackets for the Hard Motorsport delete in. So let's start taking this apart. There's two screws under, try not to lose them, underneath the AC vent that you need to remove first. This, I believe, will allow you to pull. Is there one up top? I can't remember if there's one up top or not. I think there used to be. I guess on my 95 there was, but I don't know. Thought there was one somewhere. I guess not. I don't know. So we'll see. Let's just get in here and there we go. So we do have to disconnect this hot cold thing over here. It's a little clip that goes over. Find my flathead screwdriver. There we go. Got it. That goes over top of the this little thing right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little metal circle. Pops over, pops off, fits through the hole somehow, I thought. Maybe not. Maybe you have to take it. No, there it goes. Got it. So we can set that off to the side and set that back in there. So let's see how this Hard Motorsport panel actually goes. So, it deletes the AC controls. Did not know that. Because I kind of wanted to keep the AC controls. Since I technically still have AC and I want to be able to defrost. So maybe this isn't something we do today. I guess we could take the OBC out, move it down. Is that how people do it? I have not had to deal with this before. So let's take the OBC off. As it's not the most necessary thing in the world. Every single one of my previous cars have not had the OBC, so it's no big loss to me. Come on. Forget that these are on there like super clipped in there. So let's just pop this out. There we go. And unhook it. There we go. Take that out and see what we got for. Might have to research on how to relocate the AC controls. I forgot about this whole thing. Well, I guess we could always trim. We could always trim this and make it only a semi-delete. Let's see where these brackets go, guys. Maybe do some modifications here. What's like 2 brackets? Oh shit. This one, I guess, goes somewhere back in. I say things, guys, and I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. So, well, that radio and onboard. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to figure this out, and I'll come right back. Okay, guys. Well, we've got the AC removed, and I moved it down here. Now we have to remove this bracket here so that the delete panel will fit in here. The only problem is these have two like torque screws on either side, and they are not easy to get to, like not at all. Like I'm not sure if you can even, they're right here, one there and one way down here, and the same thing on this side, one there. Kind of really difficult to get to, but let me drop it. But when done, that's what it, oh shoot, it's supposed to go in there tight. It's a tight fit. It'll look like that when done, which pretty awesome. You know, we can put our gauges there that we end up running, you know, but shoot fire, that's kind of hard to get to. But I'm gonna keep digging around at that and see if there's an easier way to get those bolts out. So guys, kinda a funny thing was, I picked up this all black dash from Jay last night, actually, using it for a project, future project that I kind of have coming up. So I was able to, with my brain, I was able to flip this over, look in the back, and see what these actual screws were. I thought they were torque screws, but they're not. They're actually Phillips head to hold this whole bracket in. Oops. And there goes the dash. So with that said, that makes it easy, because now we can figure out, put the airbag, figure out that I can use a nice handy dandy small screwdriver. We can get back in there and we can get that bracket off. So let's get this bracket off so we can get this Hard Motorsport piece on and continue working. Okay guys, well, I have come to a conclusion. I do not recommend trying to put a Hard Motorsport panel in without the dash actually being out of the car. It's impossible. You have one screw back here that is literally blocked by the metal brace of the dash, and you have the other screw behind this metal piece right here. It's right here. You can't get anything on it to remove it. So time to use our brain. We are going to, where are these? Oh, I need the other panel. We're gonna modify these. Well, if I can hold on to it. I'm gonna modify these so that I can use them with the, really just the top bolt is what I'm looking at. Because that's supposed to go like that, but that ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna cut this, and we're gonna cut this so we can at least use one, and at least have one holding it in. One up here, one here, one here, instead of all four. But I also wanted to keep the AC where it was, so one might actually work if I cut this right there. So let's get to a little bit of ingenious working and see if we can't modify this to work. Also, my glove box cover decided it wanted to come off in the heat, So we need to reattach that one. Looks like someone maybe tried to reattach it at one time, or that's factory glue, I'm not sure. But let's jump into this and modify these and cut these so they'll work for at least one of them. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, well, we have these kind of marked of where I'm gonna cut them. You can see the little marks. We're just gonna take the cutoff wheel and run down them real quick. Cut these suckers so they'll work with the way I kind of want it to. So let's get to cutting. Okay guys, well, I'm taking the easy route. I'm bringing the grinder in here. Just gonna cut out the top section of this, and then we'll see about the other section. So that was easy enough for that. Just trying to see how this all bolts in here. I think this is back there. I think this top portion of this bracket is gonna have to come off. So I think if we just run this down that, I can get all that off in one nice swoop here. So let's see what we got. Set that outside. Got some burning plastic, but nothing I don't think we can handle. So that came off, and I think that now, which I got a bunch of smoke in here, that allows me to bolt that there. Look at that, right there, and then bolt that there, and boom, we are done with that side. So let's see if we can get a screw into this here and see if we can't get this. Ah, there it is up top. Well, there we go. I have my short little screwdriver here. We can. And there we go. That screws in there. So let's see if this lines up. And it does. Awesome, guys. So that bracket is on. The only other bracket we have is this side, which I need to break off. We got that off. This car's, you know, not going back to a stock form ever. So this is why I do not care what happens here, except for making these brackets fit. So that one seems like that's in the way there. Oh, that's just burnt plastic there. So let's get this screw in on this side here. Where does it go? That was right there. And let's get this bolted down and let's see what we can do for the cutting of the other one. Let's see. So that is on there. So let's see how these line up. Actually really good. Although this pops out a little too much. I don't like that, but I wish that would set back in a little bit. That might be something we can do with bending a bracket back there a little bit. So now that we have that done, let's kind of mark. I want to keep the AC here, so let's mark where the AC is in that line, and we're looking at it and it's like right, let's see, that's bolted there, right there, and right, oh shit, let's see what we got. Yeah, right there, and right, yeah. I'm gonna measure, but I just want to get this kind of close. So right there, and shoot, I can't see it. And right, how am I marking this? Am I right at the top? Yeah, at the top. So there, and there. That should give us a pretty cool look. I think. So guys, what I'm doing is I'm taking the actual AC here and laying it down to make sure that we have a fairly straight line here. Looks like we're at 2 1/4, so I want to bring this side down just a little bit here, just so we're all in the same measurement, which is 2 3/8. Just want to make sure it's 2 3/8 all the way across. I'd rather be I'd rather be slightly too big than too small and we can't adjust. But we have that. That looks good, So let's just cut this real quick. It's just ABS plastic, guys, so fairly easy to cut. So let's just trim it and see if it fits. Okay guys, I moved you a little bit closer to the action so that you can see how this is actually going to fit. We're going to try to put the AC here back into its original spot, lock it in with the BMW little clip. Let's get all the rest of this in. We'll slide this in. Boom, to its original house. And now, deciding moment, see if this fits where it should. So it looks like it's slightly big. slightly too tall. But I'd rather be slightly too tall than too short. So as you can see, we're right on top of the AC unit, and we need to take probably a 1/4 of an inch off all the way down. So let's get that cut and come right back. Okay guys, we cut it, and let's see how it fits now. And it actually fits really, really well, except for that one moving over. But every time I hit that, it pushes that bracket over. That's weird. Well, let's see if we can bend this bracket out a little bit. Maybe we can attach this first. There we go, that's what we need to do. Okay, well, I got some new hardware. Boom, from Lowe's. Flush mount hardware. Really cool. Black matches all the stuff, so it won't stand out. If I can open this package, I think I'm damn near impossible. So, I knocked you guys. You're back. Sorry about that, guys. But we'll start this one, and then we'll go get the Allen head to finish tightening them all down. But that should give a cool finish look to the whole panel. Make sure we get that one up there too. This one needs to probably come out a little bit. But let's see if we can get that. There you go. That one started as well. And this one down here. But it works. It looks good. So let me go get the Allen head and let's bolt this down. So guys, I wasn't really liking the way this bracket on the right was sitting. It was making the panel come off a little too much. So I'm going to be adding some washers to it to see if we cannot make this sit a little further in. So I you know, granted it is a track car, but I still want it to look decent. I don't want to look janky. So let's get this bracket on the side and get the panel back on. Well guys, the delete panel is in, and as you can see, it looks fantastic. It does have a little bump up here. You can see this gap there, but I still think this bracket on the side is sticking out way too far. Gonna mess with it and kind of tie it in, maybe make another little L bracket for it or something up there. But other than that, it looks good. We retained the stock HVAC, and we'll put the OBDC back in here. Takes like 5 seconds to put the OBDC back in. Simplest thing to do. Just, you gotta make sure it's so there. Push down. Oh well, dang. I say that and then I ruin it. So there, that one, and then you're gonna put the black one in, and then clamp it up, slide it up, and it clips in, and we're done. And so now when time comes and we go to put our gauges in here, we can just undo this, cut in whatever gauges we need, put them in, put the panel back on, and we're good to go. So for today and for this video, we are complete. Next video we'll put the door panels in You saw us put the door panels in before on the red one. Same process with the white one. Now that we don't have a radio, I don't need the speakers, so all those are coming out. Same with the rear speakers. Rear speakers are coming out of this car. But we are getting one step closer to being a more of a race car. If anybody wants these panels or speakers or something, let me know. Leather isn't the best on the centers, and the pockets are pulling off, but the panels themselves are pretty legit. So you know, they should be good to go. So guys, thanks for watching this video. You saw us put the MK Motorsports splitter on. Saw us put the Hard Motorsport delete panel on. And we have door cards left to do. So subscribe, like, comment. A lot more car stuff coming up. Door panels next video. And jumping back on the red M3 to finish that switch panel. So see you guys next video.